The following program contains coarse language and nudity.
Hello.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Stop playing malice.
You have just tuned in to the WCW Fantasy Report for Baseball, Week 2. In today's episode, the Chicago White Sox pitchers try to eat each other, Sammy Sosa teaches us how to cork bats, first fag of the year. Stay tuned.
Fantasy News.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is missing.
Hello, bitches and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning into the WCW Fantasy Report of Week 2 for Fantasy Baseball. With you, as always, is your host, Thunder, bringing you the news and blues from around the league, all the highlights from Week 1, as well as what you can look forward to in Week 2. And we have a lot to get into, so let's start with the news. The first bit of news is that the decision on the final categories has been made after much debate. The sixth category on the offensive side of things will be walks. Since we thought we were getting that anyway with total bases, this makes more than enough sense to add. And on the pitching side, to balance things out, we will have pitcher wins, something that Quality Starts replaced going into the year. However, now after further research, we kind of realize that the two aren't necessarily related. So we feel that after much scrutiny, this will be a solid, balanced decision to have these be the categories, and we will be moving forward with this immediately. The details regarding this have been moved to the message board, so if anyone wanted to take a look at what was on the league board previously, you can now check out the message board for that message. And if not, of course, you could ask myself or Ricardo for the details if anyone still had any questions regarding how those categories worked, for whatever reason. Now, the trophy system has also been decided, at least for the short term. There may be some additions, but for now, the first trophy to announce is Fantasy Cookie, which, as you probably remember, was around last year. And the Fantasy Cookie is basically awarded for whatever random stuff happens.
Yippee!
Your pitcher throws a no-hitter, you're going to get a cookie. Your batter hits 4 home runs, you'll probably get a cookie. If you pick up the next Barry Bonds out of free agency, before when Barry Bonds was good kind of Barry Bonds, not the big-headed steroid, can't play baseball anymore Barry Bonds, then you'll probably get a cookie. The Fantasy Cookie is worth 1 star. The other trophies to keep your eye on are the 3 statistical titles. That is going to be the X Division title, the Smoking Ace title, and the Hardcore title. Title trophies, or title belts, or championships, or whatever you want to actually call them, are won and lost based on statistical categories in your head-to-head matchups with your opponent. The title is your stolen base total plus your save total. The Smoking Ace title is your ERA plus your WHIP. And the Hardcore title is now your runs batted in plus your actual runs scored. We will get into a little further detail of how these work as well as who they went to as we break down the week in review. To start things off for the whole year, these titles were awarded to the overall winner of these categories. From here on out, though, they can only be won or lost by the person you are facing. More titles and or more trophies, or whatever we're going to call them, may be on the way and will be announced shortly, so keep your ears and eye holes open for any updates in regards to that. please excuse us. We have to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with all the rest of the WCW Fantasy Report. Stay tuned.
One day these rats were playing in the woods. What is the message? That's no good. Listen to smoke before you give it a try. Only you. Don't play with matches. Don't play with fire. Cause there's not a man on the street got another very nice homely smile. So the gorgeous forest is what you desire. Don't play with matches. Don't play with fire.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Fire.